I'm going to go compete, like I will this week on a show. I take all my knives and I'll put them in the matching sheath there. And now I'm not worried about, cutting myself. I could travel with these.
Do you use these knives to compete? When
All
you're
you got to do is watch the shows.
Okay,
Yeah. These are my knives. I designed them to be competitive. So,
because I know you've been on Iron Chef and all the,
every show,
all
just
the
about every
Chopped,
competitive show.
everything.
Chopped, Cutthroat Kitchen, Beat Bobby Flay Guys Grocery Games. This is the gear I take with me. I keep this board at home, but when I travel, I take the sheath. And the other knives that you've had that maybe are a little dull. Not my knives, of course.
Yeah.
But we also have the electric sharpener for you. But that's it right there. It comes in a set. Really cool stuff.
Yeah, and again, this is one day only. We just have 1 hour right now. We've got 45 minutes left. We've got lots of goodies in this show. But if you go to hsn.com, one of the two knives is $20 more than we're doing. So take a look. We're going to hsn.com, showing you the knives, the 5.5-inch knife, as well as the 7-inch chef knife. It's like one of them is $20 off and the other one is just included. It's like a BOGO, like buy one, get one.
It really is a BOGO.
Except the first one is on sale. It's really just an extraordinary. And over the years, because I've been here for a few decades, we haven't had today's specials as the knives maybe one other time. And it really is the essential. And I think it's because they're so expensive, and let's be honest, nothing's getting cheaper.
Let's be real. No, absolutely. Yeah.
And a quality knife is always a great gift. It's always great for yourself as a home chef.
Yep.
And if you're like want to jump up your chopping and prep game to the professional level, you need a professional knife, right, Chef?
Absolutely. It is the backbone of all your cooking work, right? And a good knife is a starting point. Because think about a dish. There's no dish that you don't chop. There's no dish that you're not going to have to cut, chop, dice, mince, rough chop, and then that's exactly what this is for. So check out the little avocado fan. That is the kind of things that we do when you have a perfect knife. And you said it earlier, sharp knife is a safe knife. Right?
Yep.
And no doubt about that. And this is going to be the avocado toast for my kids in the morning. Yes, they're that fancy. And they have no idea how good they have it, by the way.
Someday they'll wake up and realize, wait a minute.
Hope so. Another thing is, remember.
And your wife, you guys co-wrote your cookbook together, too.
We did. So she is a pastry chef. She was a preschool special ed teacher forever. And then I was like, Allie, go to culinary school. You love to cook more than I do. And we wrote this fantastic book. It's the only place here where you can get it signed, by the way. The HSN copy is signed. And there it is right there. And it's basically a book. It's an everyday 365 book. And tons of photographs.
If you're not a fancy chef, are the recipes okay for like an everyday cook?
This is not fancy. Grain bowls are not fancy. This is your real life cookbook. This is, clam chowder is not fancy. Pizza, but from scratch. We have a rule in our house. We tell our kids, if you want to eat it, you have to learn how to cook it from scratch. And again, a lot of you know me from Food Network as a chef that cooks Asian. This is not the Asian book. And this is the only place where we sat there all afternoon and signed thousands of these book plates. It's the only place in the world you're going to get Tila signed, Jet Tila signed cookbook.
I love that.
Tons and tons of pictures. And Allie's pastries are on the end there.
Oh my gosh.
Apple pie, all good stuff there.
I want to be best friends with you guys so I can come over for dinner with pastry chef.
This is the beginnings of that.
This is the beginning. It's like you've got all the recipes. So here's the item number for the cookbook. Again, hand signed. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. $21.99 and 5 flex space. It's only $4.40. And by the way, this goes without saying, you're buying at HSN. Everything you buy, the today's special, the bonus buy, anything you get at HSN, if you get it home and don't love it, you can get your money back. You have 30 days. So 30 breakfast, 30 lunch, 30 dinners you'll be prepping. And if these knives don't make all your dreams come true, no problem. This is new and exclusive to us here at HSN. And by the way, I noticed when you're holding the knife, it's almost like you're using the logo as a guide to where the hand places.
Yep. So again, I got my steak here. So the chef's knife is also good for things like steak. But I'll take you exactly through how I designed these
I thought that was a stick of butter.
Yeah,
like how smooth you were just like going through that.
It eats like one, but again, it glides right through. So you see the logo kind of lasered on, but you see this red one right here. If you're right-handed, like most people, I want you to put your thumb on the red logo.
Okay.
I want you to put your index finger on the back, opposite of the red logo. And this is what chefs call a pinch grip. And when you apply the correct grip, the knife becomes an extension of your arm. And once the knife becomes an extension of your arm, you have full power. You have full leverage. You have full, what we call purchase of this knife. You have a positive grip.
And that's
it
how you
will
do that
not
rock,
stick.
that French rocking.
And that's how you rock. But you know what? You don't just rock. You also chop that way. So
is that
that's
the
it.
case with both knives, with the grip?
All knives, my friends. I
Okay.
want you to apply a pinch grip on all knives. The only time you can vary, if you've ever watched this other show on Food Network called Worst Cooks, Ann Burrell yells at me for putting my index finger on top. But guess what, Ann? That's how Asian chefs cut. So if you like to put your index finger...
I know Ann. She's done shows here.
Yeah, she has.
I've done shows with her. She's awesome.
Once you put your index finger on top, you get more up-downward leverage. And so again, the French rock...
Right.
The Asian chop.
Okay.
And then
the United Nations of
the United Nations of knives.
Whatever you want to do. We've
taught
your
you
technique.
all of that right there. Exactly right. And you're basically getting a BOGO.
Right.
So think about it this way: if you've never used a Nakiri, you're getting the chef's knife for $20 off, and then
you get the other one for
getting the
nothing.
free Nakiri to build your Jet collection.
To build your Jet collection. And I mean, you think about it. Okay, if you have $7.99 and you're looking around in your kitchen and you're like, how can I make my equipment professional?
Right.
With $7.99, it starts with the knives. And we're doing it in a beautiful gift box. So because we're never doing this again, I can tell you in 2025, we're not doing another Knife Today special. I already know that. I don't know what the prices are going to be like next year or the year after that or the year after that.
We don't know.
For a Japanese steel and, especially sourcing this is very, very exciting. And I will also say sometimes we do a today's special price for a couple days afterwards. It's called post sale. We're not doing that with this. This is literally one day only. You have a few hours left. And if you get anything for your kitchen to go towards a professional chef level or to make your home cooking life easier, it's going to be a knife.
That's
and
right.
so rare for us to do, the Japanese steel full tang, the Mediterranean gorgeous wood. I mean, if you took this to a knife store where the professional knives, where the chefs go to buy the professional knives and showed it to them and say, what do you think the value, like how would you compare this?
Very
it's
easily.
It's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
If you typed into your favorite search engine, Japanese steel,
exactly.
full tang,
Yep.
chef knife, you would be north of $100. All the way up to the hundreds, by the way.
Oh,
all the way up to the
100%.
Easily.
And if you Google, where do I get my free knife with that?
That's brilliant.
You're going to break the internet.
Yeah, right.
It's
yeah.
gonna say,
your computer will melt and not
melt.
understand what you are talking about.
Right, you're going to get that movie War Games from the 70s.
Exactly.
Want to play a game?
Exactly
It's not
right.
going to work. It's not going to work.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
Yeah, so this is pretty outrageous. No wonder thousands of you are saying yes to this. If you've got $7.99 and want to have that chopping experience that makes you feel not only safe, but also you're going to get the prep done quicker, right?
Oh, you bet. I mean, again, a sharp knife gets your work done faster. And let's be real, when you're entertaining, the kitchen's the heart of the house, and that's where people are going to hang out.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, no big deal. These are Chef Jet's knives. He's a buddy of mine, and these are his set. And you'll be the coolest chef on the block with the Nakiri and the chef's knife. And again,
by the way, he's not even looking.
No.
We
You don't
want
need
you
to
look.
Yeah. You
But
don't
I
need
don't
to
know
look
how
when
he's
you're
doing
cutting.
that. I thought that carrot was cooked. You went through it so
Yep.
it was like a cooked carrot. It was like, but it's a raw carrot. I couldn't believe
It's a totally raw
And look
carrot.
how thin that shallot is.
Oh, sure. And we could play let's see we'll play the how thin can we get something game.
Are we gonna do the contact lens tomato?
Yeah, right. And again, you could pick the knife, but with the tomato, I'm just gonna, again, applying no effort at all. I'm slicing through. Tomatoes are soft. Tomatoes are juicy.
They mush sometimes.
And when you don't have a sharp knife, you'll mush it, and you can't pretend, you can't fake this.
Yeah.
So you can't do one of
Look
these
at that.
gorgeous
Paper thin.
paper thin slices. We'll do it again, and it's the knife doing the work. That Japanese steel maintains an edge like nothing at all, like no other steel there. The full tang gives you full control.
Look at that.
That Mediterranean olivewood, it's an old tree, so that means it's a tight grain, which also means that moisture doesn't get in.
And you say that
that
the wood is sourced from fallen trees,
from
and then you're
fallen
not
trees.
chopping down baby trees
Absolutely.
and ruin them.
These are old trees that fall on their own. after all the olives are harvested from it. And again, I could even leave that piece there, get under it now, and I'm just gonna continue just to show you how much control you have over this. Think about your bagels, think about your summer salads. This is what this tomato wants to do. I mean, look at that right there. That's pretty,
oh my
pretty
gosh.
awesome, right?
That's the perfect size for a burger.
It is, it is.
You need that big heirloom tomato for the burger slice, that perfect slice.
That's right. And don't forget also, we're doing that 4-inch serrated knife as well.
So when you buy the Today Special, you are the only ones that will have the opportunity to get the 4-inch serrated knife, and I've got it right here, for $10 off. So it's only $29.95. Now we have way less of this 4-inch pairing than we do of the Today Special. We thought a lot of you would like it, but we didn't realize every single one of you would like it. So it's in the 4 p.m. hour. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in the hours coming up later on. $10 off makes it $29.95. Item number 893889 if you wanna grab it. But our Today's Special is just this outrageous, beautiful presentation. One of them on hsn.com, $59.95. So you get $20 off that knife and another Japanese steel full tang knife for $0. There it is on hsn.com. Please do not buy that. You don't hear me say that a lot.
Don't do it. When do we say don't buy something?
We never yell on television. Don't buy that.
Please don't buy that.
Please don't buy that.
Get the TS instead.
Get it for free. Get this one $20 off and get the Today's Special.
Right.
So
gorgeous gift box.
Beautiful.
So look, a lot of you, we're going to parties and we're bringing bottles of wine. Don't bring a bottle of wine. Bring a Chef Jet
I love
TS.
that.
I mean,
you know, who knows if somebody drinks, and if they do drink, they probably very red or white. You don't know. And then some people are like, Chardonnay
and
tastes like a
there's also judgy McJudgy when it comes to wine. I don't like that variety, but you know what? Who doesn't like?
If it didn't come from Trader Joe's for $2.
There it is. It doesn't say Chuck on it, then forget about it.
Exactly.
But who's going to be like, wow, you got a celebrity chef from Food Network's knives?
Exactly.
That's pretty darn cool.
And also, people are like, oh, I want to get more. You can't. You had to have been watching television today. You had to have been May 5th. You had to turn the TV on at one of the shows and go, oh, I didn't realize that. So $39.95 for 2 professional Japanese steel full tang knives is, we're never gonna repeat that. Never, ever, ever, ever. I can already tell you right now, we're never gonna do that again. We're gonna have lots of stuff from Chef Jet over the years. We're gonna have lots of, he's gonna be here, he's gonna have lots of amazing things. We're never gonna do this as a Today Special for this price.
And talk about
add for
that
this
knife.
price, because we might do it as a who knows?
Well,
it won't be at this price. I'll tell you that right now. It's not gonna, $7.99. So keep shopping. The item number for the Today Special is 893889, and all of you who bought the Today Special, even if you bought the Today Special at midnight or 1 a.m. or another time, you are eligible for our bonus buy. So we're gonna talk about our bonus buy for a couple of minutes. It's the 4-inch pair